Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Kal Hala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Secondly, I want to give double honor to the elders apostles, the great millstone who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. I also like to give another shout out to the head of the Men of Israel camp, Ak Chazak, whom I teach under down here in Greenville, South Carolina. And also let me give another shout out to you sincere Akim, you brothers out there that's pushing this truth and all sincerity and righteousness in these last days. And also let me give another shout out to you Israelite foreigners that's looking like the other heathen nations causing confusion, coming back to your heritage in these last days. And another quick shout out to you outwatch, you sisters out there that stand in order and doing what y'all need to do in these latter days. Alright, to y'all like to say shalom. Alright, now come back through the spirit and power you have by Shem with another lesson. And as you can see by the title, it says, after decades of struggle in Israel, dozens of African Hebrew Israelites face deportation. So basically, they're saying that which, we not no African Hebrew Israelites, because those are two different fucking nations and two different, descendants. Because Ham, the Africans, they go back to Ham, and, Hebrew Israelites, or the Israelites, they go back to Shem. So how the hell can you be an African Hebrew Israelites first and foremost? That right there alone is false, right? But you get what they trying to say. They really trying to say, the Negroes or the so-called African Americans, right? That's claiming to be Hebrew Israelites. They need to get out of that land, right? And it's all biblical prophecy at the end of the day, man. We understand why, because the Lord, first and foremost, the Lord don't want y'all in that land right now, man. The Lord got these Edomites in that land right now, man. So, Jake that's in that land, hey, man, just leave, It's not our time to be in that land. Just let the heathen have that land right now. First and foremost, it's polluted any goddamn way, man. We don't even want to be in that land because it's so goddamn polluted, man. And we don't care to be in that land right now because it's polluted, man. Especially what they doing with the rainbow parade. And then you got war taking place in that land. We don't want to be in that land right now, man. So it go down to say, it's like, yeah. It says, for 2 years, Tovit, Israel, and dozens of other residents of the village of peace have lived in fear. Demia, a city on the edge of the nation of Israel, Negev desert, have been her home for 24 years. Her 8 children were born here and known no other country. Now she and 130 other undocumented members of the African Hebrew Israelite of Jerusalem face deportation. Receiving the order to leave 2 years ago was a moment of disbelief. Why is you in disbelief? Read the scriptures, man. If she read the scriptures, I guarantee you she would know. I guarantee you she would know that they're not supposed to be in that land. So there's no reason to be in disbelief, man, and be all shook up. But it says receiving the order to leave 2 years ago was a moment of disbelief. For Israel 53, I feel like the government has been mercilessly to me and my children. She said, let's look at, of course the government ain't gonna show no mercy upon you, man. Let's look at that word. Showing no mercy or pity, of course, because they know who you are. That's why they don't want you in that land. They don't want you in that land just because you so-called black. They don't want you in that land, standing in that land, because they know that you are the true children of Israel, man. They know what that means. So of course they don't want you in that land, man. It says the Hebrew Israelites. It says the Hebrew Israelites, as the spiritual community members are commonly known, first made their way to Israel from the... Let me read that again. It says the Hebrew Israelites, as the spiritual community members are commonly known, first made their way to Israel from the United States in the 1960s. While members do not consider themselves Jewish, they claim an ancestral connection to it. That's right, we do. We damn sure do. Unlike we the ones who go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Not y'all devils. Y'all go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, man. Let's read that again. It says the Hebrew Israelites, as the spiritual community members are, We not no spiritual. We are spiritual people, but we are blood descendants. We ain't nothing spiritual about us being Israel, man. Like I said, we spiritual, but we spiritual and we come from the blood descendants of, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It says the Hebrew Israelites, as the spiritual community members are commonly known, first made their way to Israel from the United States in the 1960s. While members do not consider themselves Jewish, they claim an ancestral connection to Israel. Around 3,000 Hebrew Israelites live in remote hardscrabble towns in South Israel. The village of Peace, a cluster of low slug buildings surrounded by vegetable patches and immaculate gardens in Dimona, is the community epicenter. It says over decades, the Hebrew Israelites have made gradual inroads into Israel's society after years of Ardit wrangling. About 500 members hold Israel citizens, and most of the rest have permitted residency, but about 130 have no formal status and now face deportation. Some don't have foreign passports and say they have spent their entire adult lives in Israel and have nowhere to go. It says the community long fight to secure and statute shines a light on Israel. Strict immigration policy, which grants people it considers Jewish automatic citizenship, but limits entry to others who don't fall under its definition. You get the point, man. So basically they want these people out of the land of Israel, man. Right? So let's get some scriptures, man. Deuteronomy 28. That should be one of the first ones that come to your head, right? Because when you read Deuteronomy 28:15, this was the curses. When we broke Yahweh Bashem Shah law, statutes, and commandments, this is one of the curses. Deuteronomy 28:15. And it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So the Lord saying, it's going to come to pass if you don't do what I say. Hey, guess what? These curses are going to hit you, man. And they're going to hit you full in the face, right? So when you read the book of, when you drop down to the book of Deuteronomy 28, in verse 68, the last verse, it says, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shah shall bring thee into Egypt, right? When you get the precept in Exodus, I believe that's Exodus. Matter of fact, let me do this. I know it's in the Exodus. I believe it's like Exodus 20. Yeah, 20 and 2. I knew it was in 20. It says Exodus 20 and 2 right there. And the Lord Yahweh thy God, which had brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Right? So Egypt is synonymous with bondage, right? So let's go back to that Deuteronomy 28. Because you gotta do precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. So it says Deuteronomy 28:68, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again, right? Meaning bondage again with ships. Now, we didn't go into ancient Egypt with ships, and nor did we need, slave ships to go into Egypt. So what Egypt is this talking about? This is talking about a spiritual Egypt, and that spiritual Egypt is talking about is Babylon, the land of Babylon, which is America, right? It says, shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. What? It said thou. When you go in this new Egypt, which is America, right? When you go to this new Egypt, right? It says, by the way whereof I speak unto thee, it said, thou shalt see it no more again. See what no more again? Our homeland Israel. Why you think they don't want you in that land? Ultimately, it goes back to the Lord don't want you in that land, right? It said, thou shalt see it no more again, meaning we wasn't going to see it as a nation, man, as a whole nation. All 12 tribes being there as a nation, man, we wasn't going to see that land no more, man. You see? It says, by the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye should be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man should buy you. Meaning, no, when you go into the word buy, it means to redeem. meaning no man's going to redeem you, because you had all these, so-called famous people that tried to deliver us out of this captivity, but they all failed. Why? Because Yahweh Shai, right, which his name Yahweh Shai means what he delivered or he saved. He's going to be the one that's going to redeem us, man. Not these damn Malcolm X's and Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks and them, man. No, it's going to be Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You see, he's going to be the one that's going to deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, man. But the point of the matter is, it said, thou shalt see it no more again, meaning we wasn't going to see our homeland anymore again, man. And the scripture even said, I believe that's in the book of Luke, that, these devils was going to occupy that land. Luke Testament. I believe that's in Luke 21. So like you bear with me 1 second. Yep, there we go. Luke 21 and verse 24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, talking about the Israelites, right? Talking about the 12 tribes, right? It says, and they should fall by the edge of the sword and should be led away captive into all nations. And that's one of the curses as well, that we was going to be into all nations. That we was going to be, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth into all these other different, nations, right? It says, into all nations, and Jerusalem should be throttled down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles should be fulfilled. You see, we was throttled down by these Gentiles going back to 70 AD. That's when it all started. When 70 AD had happened, man, we were throttled down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled, and they took our land. When the Romans came to sack the land, right, they made us fled. Some of our people, majority of our people fled into the west shores of Africa, right? And then they came over to the Americas, and then, those gutter rats, they stole our land going back to the 1948, You see? So, but it says, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled, until the Lord, take them out of that land and bomb that land up with thermonuclear missiles, man. We can't wait till that happen, man. We patiently waiting for that to happen, man. Because we ready for these damn devils to get the fuck out of our land. Like I said, they doing nothing but wickedness with that land, man. That's a holy land to the Lord, and they doing wickedness, man. Showing you they ain't the fucking people, man. You got niggas over there sending them money right now, especially that wicked ass nigga Floyd Mayweather, man. That bitch ass nigga, man. This nigga just came out, and slack it for the tone. This nigga came out his own goddamn mouth saying a couple years back, saying we the true children of Israel, but gonna send them money and fund them because of what they going through. This nigga just want to be looked at, man. Stupid ass nigga, man. That shit pissed me off when I saw that. But let's get one more. We'll close it out. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 from the top. It says, for the Lord Yahweh Shai will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the stranger should be joined with them, and they should cleave to the house of Jacob. Let's read that again. For the Lord Yahweh Shai will have mercy on Jacob and yet will choose Israel. You see, the Lord is only going to have mercy on Jacob, the Israelites. And start with the elect first and foremost, because the Lord ain't even going to have, mercy on the whole nation, man. He's only going to have mercy right now on the elect, because the elect is doing what they supposed to do. While these other, 2/3 niggas ain't. You see? It says, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. You see? So you Jay that's in that land now, y'all not supposed to be there, because the Lord said he was going to set us in that land, man. He is the one that's going to set us in that land. Not your damn self, man. So y'all wonder why y'all getting kicked the hell out. Because y'all not supposed to be there. You see, y'all not supposed to be in that land yet, Jake. Jake just want to be in that land and knowing they ain't supposed to. You got niggas saying, man, we got to go back to Israel. Man, we ain't going back to Israel until the Lord bring us back to that land, man. So just be patient. And the word patient mean what? To suffer. And that's something that people don't want to do. They don't want to suffer, man. We gotta suffer in this thing. We gotta learn to. We gotta know how to learn to suffer at the end of the day, man. And that, like I said, that's something that people don't want to do. Is suffer. Be patient. Suffer. Wait it out. We don't got much longer. The Lord's about to put us in that land very soon. You know, why you want to be in that land now when nothing but wickedness going on, man? You shouldn't even want to be around that. We don't even want to be around Babylon. If we can get away from Babylon, we would, man. Even though the whole earth is, wicked. But, Israel and America, we don't want to be in those lands. But we're just going to deal with it until the Lord put us, where we need to be. So that's pretty much all I had, man. Lord willing, this video was edifying. And I'm going to close it out with giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekha Kodash. Shalom until next time. Shalom.